周围悬吊着很多残骸。艾希意识到，这里该不是下水道那么简单，最后过手就是犹大。
I wonder what the Chinese name for Judas is.
艾希跳进下水
Not
道，
quite, friend.
来到了一个巨大的空洞。艾希来到了一个隐藏的房间。
Remembering the narrator's almost legendary freakout makes me a bit nervous.
等等，
Makes me a bit nervous about what we might
前
find.
面只有一个空房
But
间。
the Lovecraftian overtones make me wonder if the narrator... Well, I don't know what's going on here. But there's some odd relationship between ICEY and Judas and the narrator. And... System Interface. Because System Interface created ICEY to stop Judas, but System Interface is Judas's ally, isn't it? I don't know what's going on.
看吧，就像我说的，这里什么都没有。为什么你还要一而再、再而三的往这里走呢？哦，我知道了，一定是你的听力不行。你等等，这样足够响了吧？我不想总是提醒你，但是这个世界还需要你来拯救，还有个邪恶的魔鬼需要你去消灭，你还有很多事要去做。为什么你要在这儿浪费时间？
Wait a minute.
我一直相信人与人之间
Her name is listed as ICEY,
少一些，
not ICEY.
但是你让我连套路一下的机会都不给我呀！
Has it been like that this whole time?
我不明白啊，真的不懂啊！这里什么都没有，连只可以让你练练手的怪物都没有。究竟这个空无一物的房间有什么吸引着你啊？还是说你根本就没有在操作，是你家的猫在操作吗？不，这样的水平就算是猫也比你懂人话。你的行为完全不符合逻辑。跟着箭头走可以吗？为什么你就是不听呢？好吧，我生气了，我真的生气了。现在开始，我不会理你了，直到你走出这个房间为止。我说到做到。
I think that ICEY is dead, and we permanently are ICEY. Any more songs for us? Come on. I know you've gotten another melody in you somewhere.
这就对了嘛！别忘记你真正的目标。什么？你怎么又回来了？你这什么意思？我不是说了这里什么都没有吗？你是完全听不懂人话吗？好吧，我生气了，我真的生气了。现在开始，我不会理你了，直到你走出这个房间为止。我说到做到。
All right.
好机会。同样的招式对我是没用的。你以为我会这样被你随意调戏，还想不出对策吗 ？Too young, too simple。你太天真了。现在，请你好好回到你该走的路上，跟着箭头往回走。不要再
Not sure that I can.
这就对了，继续跟着箭头走。
What else do we have here? Any other ways to sequence break? Oh. Yeah, a few other ways to sequence break, apparently. Am I gonna be stuck here, though, until I get back to another ending? Because if so, I mean, that's not something I want to, deal with. Here we have one of the foot robots. Not connected to one of the hand robots, though. Or I guess I could just get out of here. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. While we're here, there's something else I'd like to take a look at. We definitely can clear that gap back in the woods now. What do you suppose we'll find there? So is this supposed to be some kind of, artificial reality? Because of course it is. This is a, a computer program. It's a video game. But in the purposes, like in the story itself, is that what it's supposed to be? Like, is the idea that the experiment I'm going on with in a silent hell, I guess?
艾希来到了寂静的山丘，远方的哈利湖
Makes me wonder.
艾希心中的使命无比清晰。
Like, what's the experiment? Is there a world I'm trying to save, or am I trapped in a lab somewhere, or what's going on? Is Judas even really the threat? I mean, we're the chosen one, who it sounds like is some kind of Lovecraftian, well, bad thing. No, it's not going to attack us much. I think the enemies have begun attacking a bit more fiercely in the later levels. I mean, I think so anyway. Alright, let's see what we get over here.
艾希来到了
In the Moonlight Forest.
在他的前方就是达哈。等等，桥呢？
Actually, I'd prefer to actually look around the Moonlight Forest. So, if you don't mind. Oh, it's this, a statue of Thor. It's interesting.
什么？你怎么能到这里？这有点不对劲儿。
I
艾
see.
希来到了一座小镇。
We could totally skip that area if we just crossed the gap, huh? Interesting.
艾希在房子的周围四处探寻，找不到一个人的踪迹，仿佛这里所有的人都凭空消失了。罪魁祸首就是
We're just gonna get a bit more money before we head back to the place on the other side of the metro system. Man, the artwork has a painting-like quality to it, and it's really leaving me. It's been a while since I played a game where I was quite this uncertain of what to make of it. Oh, wrong button. What, for example, is the significance of the fact that the narrator forced himself into the game? We started out, after all, with no narrator. We started out playing the same level until it crashed and the narrator sort of took over. Is ICEY broken and she was sent back to the lab, or I don't know what's happening. We certainly The bridge where ICEY was initially damaged, we haven't seen. It wasn't there.
艾希走出了地铁，他带着箭头前往犹大的所在地——石祭塔。
Is this the entrance to Judas's lair then? The clock tower? I mean, it seems to be. I take it that it's that building back there. It's just my hunch. Oh, I see. This is what the old, the boss comes back and now it's a regular enemy kind of deal. Yeah, it's a classic move, I gotta say. A lot of video games have done that over the years. I see that this is another one of them. I did not use the attack quite in time. Man, they're a lot taller than ICEY. Honestly, I'm not so scared of this Judas. I'm more scared of what might actually be going on here. As far as what it is, well, I don't have any guess. Well, it was nice seeing you again, Thor, but it wasn't that nice. And as for this, I suppose this is another model of Thor that uses a sort of bludgeon instead of a hammer. Frankly, it looks like it would be some sort of rocket launcher, but nope. Hasn't launched any rockets so far, anyway. Well, I see, it just, it attacks the ground in a similar way to Thor's hammer, but in a similar way. Certainly not an identical one.
艾希进入了石祭塔，聚集着最尖端科技的场所，现在却已荒废。
You seem to have this almost crazed hatred of Judas. I mean, don't get me... It's just sort of weird. I understand he's your villain, but you don't need to keep reminding us that he's a mass murderer and all these other things. It's like you're trying to really hammer home, you're trying to convince us that he is all these things you say he is. Anyway, how do we advance then? Surely there's something up here. What happens if we just leave? Well, this isn't quite what I was expecting, but not that I'm complaining. More gold equals more attack power, and more attack power equals the beatdown lasting even longer. Yeah, this is all that's up here. Another one of these hidden areas. Another one of these hidden areas whose existence seems to imply this entire place is intended in story to be a computer simulation of some kind. We're not gonna get through there easily, are we? Come on, my little probe friend. Wait a minute! All those times we went back to a lab, it was this place? We've been in the clock tower before then. So the narrator must be in cahoots with Ju...
艾希惊讶地发现，这个房间好像与之前的森林似乎一模一样。但是不要紧，只要艾希跟着箭头走，他就一定不会。
Okay, so maybe really this whole thing is a computer simulation, and we've been made to think we're, fighting against Judas when actually the narrator is Judas. Is that what this is? Because, I mean, if it's this much like the first area, surely the first area was a computer simulation. Or one of the versions of it we went through was. We've been through a couple different versions of it after all. Like the video game is some kind of experiment that a designer worked hard on and the other developers ended up, it destroyed his relationship with them. But then also, Judas, so Judas takes over the game after we're already in the game for a while. But that's very early on, like when the narrator forces himself in, that's Judas taking over the game. Is that it? Must be.
艾希的面前是一条死路，他跟着箭头离开了这个房间。
I don't know, I don't want to take a road paved with death? What do you mean that a road paved with death is what... What is, staying in this room?
真的是一条死路。
Well, fine. Yeah, you know what, narrator? I don't know what to make of you. There's something really suspicious going on here. Something seedy about all this.
与其在这里浪费人生，艾希为什么不跟着箭头走呢？
There's something seedy about all
越来
this.
越近了。
Why does it say ICEY if you're still calling me ICEY? And what is it? You seem like you're trying to hide something. And you seemed like that from the very start. Or from pretty near the start. From the way you forced yourself into my game and everything else. What's going on here? I mean, you also have this odd way you're like the character of a developer who just wants to make a good game, but at the same time, makes me wonder.
什么？
The taboo room.
不！
The narrator seems to be particularly nervous about this room.
不要
Why
攻
not?
击他！
If it's going to kill me, just say so. What? Enjoy using L2 to kill enemies, eh? Well, there are a lot of L2s on that screen.
你还是打开了潘多拉的箱子。你知道你做了什么吗？这是在毁了这一切的规则，你知道吗？它有着致命的诱惑，从
Well, then
来
why are
没
you
有谁
surprised?
能够抵挡住它的诱惑。我求你，你一定要抵挡住。来了，请一定要抵挡住诱惑，一定！
Why? What happens if I use this attack? Well, I mean, I guess I might as well look into it. I mean, you said this is the path of death, but like, why? Is this attack some... What do you mean no one's ever been able to resist using the attack before? Is this if the other experimental subjects all died or something? Is that what you're getting at here? Or unless the experiment really is the whole video game, is that the experiment? I don't know what's going on here, and I'm hoping I find out, though. Any case, there you go.
几乎所有人都习惯了，而一旦你知道可以无视规则时，这种可以无视规则的快感，像毒液一样不断诱惑着你。请你一定
Oh, there's a new enemy here.
诱惑。
Why, what happens if I press L2? Will all the enemies just be taken down? Is that what it is? And if that is what it is, what's the problem? Isn't that what the goal is, Mr. Narrator? You've no problem having me upgrade other ways. The problem is it'll just take them all down in one hit and the game will be broken. That must be it. I still haven't pressed L2 though.
我能忍受，但是遭遇真正的压力。他们意志薄弱，他们虎头蛇尾，优柔寡断，却总是想着如何突破规则。
Hey, Laserman.
自大。
Here we go.
原来你也一样嘛。
I see. Does using it just give you an insta game over? Or was I there at the game over point anyways? I don't know. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go try again. Truthfully, the narrator might be right that no one's ever managed to resist this. I mean, here I am coming back here just to see what it is. So clearly I did not manage to resist it. But it's a forbidden fruit kind of deal. If he would have just tell me what this is outright, I don't think I would be quite so inclined to try it out myself. That's just my stance on it, though.
都习惯规则，而一旦你知道，原来你也一样嘛，都是一丘之貉，你们都是一路货色。规则就像地心引力，有时候需要做的不过是轻轻一推。你不是已经做出了选择吗？你以为你是什么变革的英雄吗？踏踏实实遵守规则有什么不好吗？接受作弊带来的惩罚吧。你不是什么变革者，只是一个作弊者而已。
Master, I praise you. You are a merciful God. Cast off my burdens and allow me to become your hands to shape existence as you see fit. With the believers as his witness, he made his oath. Judas returned to his calculations. That's odd. I thought that the narrator just deleted all of our files. But in any case, it would seem that Judas has indeed trying to give his followers immortality by uploading all of their minds into a computer. He certainly must have been powerful. You know, we saw those advertisements for him in the metro. Could it be that this narrator is supposed to be God, and we're supposed to have some idea that this is humanity's struggle against God, against the seemingly insuperable forces that control reality? Or is it supposed to be a vain struggle, and we're supposed to see how foolish that, you know, what ICEY is doing is? Or I've never been this far in a game and had this little of an idea what was going on. Never. Even though it's very clear that what's going on is we're going to fight Judas. And yet, I still don't really know what's going on. Oh, I get it. He took all of our money. Fine. Be that way, huh? What do I care? I'll just go get some more money. You know, I do this stuff. I understand. You reap what you sow. Hey, guy, quit it. Quit it, would ya? Oh, what's this way?
艾希的面前是一条死路，他跟着箭头离开了这个房间。又是一个熟悉的场景，艾希熟练地绕过障碍，向着出口飞去。
I love how he always talks about ICEY easily soaring. Like, there's something about his tone which is very sort of complacent. I would almost say arrogant. He talks, you know, about like, oh, ICEY, of course ICEY does this. Not like ICEY just does this. He's not talking about it like the objective narrator of some big story, you know? And that's why I expect he has some stake here. But I mean, I guess if he's the one who designed the game, then of course he has some stake here. This is his project that he worked on for so long. Even driving away everyone he knew just to get it done. This time we're gonna upgrade before he steals more of our money, though. Let's see what we got here. I like the sound of that one. Square, then triangle, eh? Uh-oh. We're down to 81 bucks. Okay, that's fine. We can make do with this. For example, I know there's Shadow Dance, but, well, we have plenty of HP. We can afford to lose a bit of it. So it's L1 plus triangle. Sure. Sure. Another one who goes against the chosen one, eh? Hey, 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 hey! Quit it, buddy. Okay. Okay, let's not... How are we supposed to avoid it? Oh, I see. There is a way to avoid that, given the path that it's taken. It just looks like a very difficult way to follow. But we'll do it. We'll pull it off somehow. We have to. We're the hero here. Ah, that hologram attack. Nah, just kidding. This is not gonna go... This is, I I'm going to have to approach this a bit more methodically than I've approached the rest of the challenges thus far. Hey, Idion. What are you waiting for? Oh, there's Idion. There Idion goes. Why isn't Idion using the big laser attack? Is it because we're on the central platform and he only uses it when you're, like, off on the side somewhere? Oh no, there he goes using it. Idion, I gotta say, I think that's a real bum kind of attack. It seems very cheap. We almost dodged it totally that time, though. Almost, but not even, like, halfway through, though. Not even, like, a little bit... Like, how am I gonna complete this boss battle is what I'm trying to figure out here. Well, I guess I'll just have to get good. Oh. Get good is really bad advice. Is there some way we can take down only his laser cannons? Like, are they an attackable thing of their own? No, I get it, his chest is a separate attackable spot. Maybe if we can take that out, we can take out the laser cannons. There you go. We can't go back that way. Well, so much for saving. Well, we took down Idion anyway. I have a feeling we're gonna get the ending the narrator wants us to get before we get whatever other endings might be out there. Can we go up here? No. Another one of these simulations of a place we've been to before. Perhaps he created these for his followers' minds so that they can continue living in the world that they're used to. Well, I mean, no, he wouldn't do that, because they wouldn't want to live in a world that was abandoned and ruined. Presumably, it only came to be this way after all of their minds were put into the computers, right? That's what I would expect. We're beginning to get some money back again. Well, it almost looks like a movie set. But it's not, of course. You guys about ready to explode? So they are. Yeah, wait, we're in the theater, aren't we? Wait, I guess not.
随着升降台的缓缓上升，又出现了一群机器，但是他们仍然不是艾希。
Well, what are they? Are you? Is that what you're about to reveal in some melodramatic way, narrator? That all the time I was right to not listen to you, even though, you know, I've almost been sympathetic with you up to this point? At least sometimes. At least sometimes. Man, there's so much crazy stuff going on right now. Like, we're finally meeting these gear enemies in the, you know, in their proper place in the game instead of in that little area where the narrator didn't want us to go, in that taboo room. Okay, first of all, the fly is what needs to go down. These little flying fellas, they're not good for anybody. Alright, the tall one's finally out. And now these ones are too. Who's next, huh? This does remind me of that theater of the Yellow King, though, that marionette theater. And let me just say, when you're being reminded of the Yellow King, something bad is going down. Can't go any higher than that point for some reason. What the? Oh, we're back in this house. Well, that's kind of rough, being right here in this house. I think it's sort of interesting. The mines and these enemies that... Yeah, actually, all the enemies that blow themselves up are the enemies we encounter outside the context of being ambushed and trapped in a screen by enemies. There seem to be two kinds of enemies. The ones where we're trapped on a screen and have to fight them, and then these enemies that blow themselves up. Interesting.
艾希明白，只要跟着箭头走，就一定能找到塔顶的犹大。
I guess I understand that. Do I really need to get a vertical cut right now? Maybe. Maybe. So, do I really need to get vitality right now? Maybe, but I don't have enough money for it anyway. What else could I get? Shadow Slice. I guess I could upgrade that, or I could upgrade something else, like square, square, triangle, triangle, triangle. Square, square, triangle, triangle. I'll take it. I probably won't remember it, though, and it'll go to waste, but square, square, triangle, triangle, eh? Let's see where else I can go without following the arrows, shall we? Nowhere, really? Huh. I'm surprised. We can go back out here, but I don't expect there's anything here that, you know, wasn't here before. Sure enough, nothing is. It is a bit unusual, though, that the narrator is having us go to the left instead of to the right, you know? It seems a bit counter to his typical style, which is very traditional action platformer style. Oh! Another one of these. Alright, take all the money. Let's try this out, though. I'm curious. So, square, square, triangle. Let's see, which one of these was it? Oh, here it was. Square, square, triangle, triangle, triangle. Okay, let's try this then. Square, square, triangle, triangle, triangle. I don't know, it looked like a pretty standard moves to me. Perhaps it only works when you are actually engaged in combat, however. Could be. We're back in a virtual version of the ruined city. But like, why would they build this? Why would they build a ruined city like this? It just doesn't make sense. Oh well. Maybe somehow or other this is all going to come together, and in the end I'll have a moment like, oh, so that's what was going on. Triangle, triangle, Now we got hit before I could carry out the triangle, triangle part. Ah, well. At least our takedowns of our robot enemies are pretty cool looking. I feel like it's very odd to use this kind of exploration of narrative tropes in a, of all things, standard action-based platformer.
上了一层
Side-scroller.
ICEY 距离他的目标更近了。
Now I can't go through there. I definitely do think it's strange that they're exploring all of these tropes, though, in this. Like, it seems like just about the last genre you would use for it. But that's what makes it interesting, at least partially. That despite it being so unlikely that an action side-scrolling hack-and-slash game would look into the nature of storytelling in video games, and then, you know, use it to do that. It's definitely something you wouldn't expect. Oh, we're actually encountering one of these bomb-type enemies here in this part of the level. Interesting. Oh, you guys can drive around on your saw blades, too. Oh, hey, it's a tall one. Okay, we fell right into the tall one's attack, though. That was all my fault. Definitely. I definitely like the shadow attack, even though I'm not quite sure I'd call them shadows, you know. They seemed more like holograms or something, as I've said before. Although, I don't know how a hologram could be corporeal, actually administering damage like that. Light is energy, after all, not matter. How can you turn... I mean, if you can turn that light into an attack, you can turn light into matter. And if you could do that, well, imagine all the things you could do. It could be like in Star Trek, where they can turn energy into food. Imagine if we were able to do that, huh? That'd be something amazing. So, this time when I don't follow what I've been told to do by the narrator's arrows, I get attacked by an actual boss from earlier in the game. Oh, well, it's just the first boss, though. I'm not terribly nervous. Yep, just the first boss. Still busy roaring, though, isn't it? Sorry, boss, I'm not gonna spare you for old time's sake. Because my only relationship I've ever had with you is you trying to kill me and all, so why would I spare you? That wouldn't make any sense. Where can we go? Can we go all the way back up here to that room he didn't want us in before? But where exactly is his arrow pointing us to? I want to be sure of this first. So if we just go straight up, we end up being able to go through there. But yeah, I want to look back through the pipes he didn't want us going in last time. Oh, and this one just has another one of these hidden objects. Money. In some sense, even though this gives the impression of a part of the game world that hasn't been built yet, I do like that they've hidden these money for us. So the narrator doesn't mind us going in there and getting a bit of money, so it's odd. He encourages a little bit of exploration, or at least doesn't discourage it, but not so much so when he tells us not to. Which I suppose is fair enough, that he wouldn't want us exploring when he specifically tells us not to look somewhere, you know?
来看着箭头，向右走就可以了。
You're just getting a big kick out of this, aren't you, narrator? Follow it to the right, huh? Well, what if I decide to go down, huh? What do you make of that? So apparently these bomb enemies do occasionally turn up in an ambush. Or not in an ambush, but in a more full-out battle sequence, you know. Not that this isn't a battle sequence, but you know what I mean. Once again, instead of finding another ending, what we get is just more money. The narrator, once again, isn't really discouraging us checking out these areas at all. Now, obviously, the narrator is a different character from the real game designer, since the real game designer does want us to look around as much as we can. That, I think, is the whole point of the game. The whole point of ICEY. Let's go. Oh, you can use the analog sticks too. Oh, well, I'm not going to use them. Anything up here? Nah. I don't believe this is, or was this the inside of the house before? I don't
ICEY 在
remember.
错综复杂的石祭塔内，跟随着箭头逐步深入。他明白，犹大就在石祭塔顶。
But I don't know that at all, Mr. Narrator. That's the thing. Well, I mean, I'm finding a lot of money by not quite following the arrow. That's a very positive thing. I mean, I know that you shouldn't value money too highly, but, well, you know, modern China, that's practically replaced the standards of morality of old is the pursuit of profit. At least under the communists, there is a sense of national purpose beyond it. I mean, I suppose there is still a sense of national, purpose beyond profit, which is, I guess you could say we have to slide up here, which I guess is, the furthering of the national character, making China powerful as it was through most of its history, instead of the frustrating humiliations it went through beginning particularly in the 19th century. Although it goes back even further to the Chinese being governed by the Manchus under their final dynasty. Nope. Doesn't work. Maybe I'm reading a bit too much in that respect into this. It's probably just a lot more simple in its message about freedom. If it has one. It might. I'm honestly not quite sure at this point. Hey, hold on. Oh, I see. We just
跟
came up
随着
out of
箭
there.
头，艾希终于走出了石祭塔的迷宫。
Wait, out of the clock tower? Don't we want... Isn't this where Judas is? Why would we go out of it? Well, fine. Where's your... Oh. Well, I guess I'll find out where the arrow is in just a minute here. So if ICEY is the chosen one, like, what does that mean? It sounds like the way they've been talking about it makes it sound like the chosen one is not such a good thing to be. Or at least is not really all that good, is not a good guy. Because the chosen one is apparently, like, forcing everyone to go through some sort of loop of going through the game over and over again, if I'm understanding right. And that's not good at all. You wouldn't want to, support the Chosen One. I mean, the Steam descriptions made it sound almost like they used to support the Chosen One, that these things used to support ICEY, at least some of the bosses did, which would make sense seeing as ICEY was apparently created by Judas's ally. But then why would... So I guess what happened is they're sick of having to go through the same thing over and over, and they think that maybe if they destroy ICEY, that they will be able to avoid having to repeat the same cycle of having themselves get destroyed again? The issue is it's only by fighting ICEY that they are getting destroyed, so why wouldn't they help her? Or then, maybe it's like, to serve the Chosen One. Like, for the world to exist, there has to be a video game, and for the video game to exist, they have to be fighting her. Is that it? I suppose so. Not really. I'm probably way off. Oh, hey, Army, get your hands off me. That's just inappropriate touching a lady like that, Army. God. I do think it's kind of strange that every time we take down an enemy with this, though, not only do we get health back, we have an opportunity to unleash a very powerful attack against all of our enemies simultaneously. I mean, it feels pretty, I don't know, generous, don't you think? Or is that just me? That's it? Maybe on a higher difficulty, there would be successive tiers of enemies. Hold on. Now we can't jump up there. Is there anything up here, though? I seem to remember that there was a bit of the first story of the clock tower we never got to, after all. Maybe we could have gotten to it all along, and I just was unobservant?
艾希终于接近顶层了，他即将碰到第6个强敌——崔尼。
Trinity. Judas and now Trinity. What a bunch of oddly religious names. What else is there for us to find up here, though? Really? Nothing? We just have to fight Trinity? I mean, alright. If that's what it's come to.
艾希终于来到了崔尼迪的面前。艾希明白，他必须死，他是犹大的帮凶，于是毫不犹豫地给了虚弱的崔尼迪最后一击。
Hold on a second.
只需要
Trinity
轻轻一下就可以了。
Trinity does not look like our enemy, narrator. She's not even doing anything. In what,
虽然
like,
他不忍消灭一个手无寸铁的敌人，但是如果不消灭他，艾
But
希
why
就
not?
没有办法继续前进。
what exactly is Trinity doing that has to do with Judas? Like, is Trinity controlling the security systems or something? What? Hold on. No? We, can't go on.
你听不懂吗？我说，消灭他。
No, hold on. You gotta give me some whys here. Okay, maybe you're right. But first, explain to me, like...
为什么？我不明白。我已经跟你说了，让你消灭他了，为什么你
Is
不
she-
照做呢？ 它是你前进道路上必须清除的障碍，你不消灭它就不能继续游戏。为什么你不消灭它？它既没有在你的路上帮助过你，又没有给你留下什么刻骨铭心的记忆，为什么你就不能给它一个痛快呢？难道仅仅因为她是女性，还是因为她手无寸铁？
More the second
这
thing.
伪善者，你可以消灭所有丑陋的、强大的，却只有对女性不会动手。你别逗我了，快点杀死他！毕竟你也只是在虚拟的道路上坚持的善念，现实呢？一个懦夫！快，向我证明你不是懦夫！消灭他！消灭他！
Look, it's not because she's defenseless or hasn't helped me or anything like that. I mean, look, just because she hasn't helped me is not a reason to take her out. But that's not the kind of game this is, narrator.
好吧，我就把你当成正义的伙伴吧。你走吧。
Stubbornness pays off.
为什么？为什么他不攻击你？一切都是已经制定好的程序。我不明白，不明白。
What?
算了，无论如何，这些都不应该成为阻止你前进的理由。继续走吧，艾希。
Oh, I get it. Was she going to control this robot? It looks like the same one that attacked us at the beginning of our journey, though. It's kind of strange.
艾希终于来到了这里。
The message is projecting directly off the screen. Wait, this is where we began, isn't it? Is this a place built by System Interface? And this is where we confronted the Yellow King, isn't it?
是时候结束了。
Yeah, that looks like the tube where they grew ICEY.
前面就是犹大，那邪恶的魔鬼，灭世的恶魔。艾希准备好了，要完成他最终的使命。
I appreciate that you're asking my opinion, but okay. So I see I have to answer. Well, this kind of video game is all about experimentation, after
原
all.
来艾希还没有做好准备。我想现在艾希应该准备好了。艾希准备好了，他准备好了，去面对他最终的敌人。
Give me another minute, please.
正常人这个时候都会选准备好了吧？你是在逗我吗？终点呀，终点近在眼前呐！你都已经站在了成功的大门口，居然跟我说没准备好，你是在逗我吗？你忘记我一路上怎么跟你说的了吗？消灭犹大，消灭犹大呀！你一路披荆斩棘，只为了消灭他。到门口了，你不想去，你想干啥？你以为我真的是想问你准备好了没有吗？我只是给你增加点代入感，好不好啊？这么正宗的2D 动作游戏，你还以为这能是什么？你以为这是个沙盒？这像是个沙盒吗？可以选择不去这么做。你老卷轴玩多了吧？我太激动了。我们再来一次。前面一定是你不小心按错了。我知道，你一定准备好了。
I'll tell you what, narrator. You gave me a break with the Trinity thing, I'll give you a break with
艾
this.
希终于意识到了他的愚蠢，准备迎接最后的决战。
Then again, he's so desperate to have Judas killed, I can't help but wonder if there's something else going on here. Also, I should probably go... Oh, I can't go back and buy an upgrade. Very well. In any case, Judas doesn't seem like a good guy. Oh, must be Judas up there. Hey, Judas. I guess I need to take down this rather tall robot you're on, though, first, right? I tell you what, Judas, you must have a lot of budget if you're able to build quite this many robots. That's all I can say. I just missed my opportunity to take down this sort of spidery-looking robot, didn't I? Oh well, it's my fault. Not gonna miss 2 chances, though. This is a surprisingly easy boss fight so far. Oh. I can't say I'm surprised exactly. At least this has never happened except for just after a save point. Oh, but now I can upgrade. Well, I guess it isn't all bad having to go back. What do I want to get, though? Oh, that looks good. Oh, I also like this attack. Well, works for me. Come, my little robot that follows me everywhere. Yeah, I know.
前面就是犹大，那邪恶的魔鬼，灭世的恶魔。艾希准备好了，要完成他最终的使命。艾希终于要开始他最后的战斗了。
We already know what happens if I say no. Maybe I'll try saying no more stubbornly later on. Well, Judas, I'm not quite sure why you're hanging upside down up there. I mean, I assume that somehow you're like have put yourself into the computer, given that this seems to be an idea you're fond of. Real avid transhumanist, isn't he? Real avid. I feel like I'm doing way, way worse this time than I was last time, though. Like really pretty dramatically so. I mean, I'm almost out of HP already, and I haven't even really started here. Oh, well, I'm already getting some of that HP right on back, aren't I? So I am. Thanks for these, robots that give me more HP, Judas. I appreciate it. Whoa, 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 stop it, Judas. What's all this electric spark business, Judas, huh? Judas! Why did you crash my game again, Judas? Alright, I fell right into that one. There's no doubt about that. We already took off one of the machine's legs. Which I assume that's one of the... I suppose the machine is not Judas, but the little man up there is Judas. I wonder what the machine is called, though. I really don't know. It could be called just about anything. Hey, 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 hey! Guys, quit it, guys. I don't like all this negativity that you just keep sending right my way, okay, guys? I really would appreciate it if you'd quit it already. Another leg down. How many more does it have? Well, I'm seeing at least 6. Okay, we got pretty good hit there. Or, not good and hit. It's really quite a bad thing to be hit like that. But you know what I mean. Well, that's odd. Judas has quite a few legs left, but only 2 health bars. Hey, hey, Judas, Judas. I don't appreciate it with the laser eyes, Judas. More laser dodging than Nid Underground. Judas, quit it! For God's sake, Judas! We can do this. We're near the end. What? Is that it?
犹大终于死了，他的目标达成了，城市的曙光逐渐升起。对于迷城来说，他终于获得了自由。
But who is free?
而我
Is there even anybody left?
他会等待他的下一个启示。没错，就像他这次的旅途一样，他一定会再一次出现在你的眼前。是的，艾希的使命远未结束。
What? The bosses are all sacrifices? It's also strange that they're credits. An inexplicable and entirely unknown fate. Who knows how many worlds were shattered, how many people driven crazy. Judas has become the hanged man, driven to the top of the clock tower. What a pity that only in this moment did Judas understand the true meaning of the Necronomicon and the name of God. A black star descends upon the world, born to bring no more than nothingness itself. Well, I certainly don't think that I've beaten this game. It certainly doesn't feel that way. I think that somehow by taking out Judas we completed a ritual that destroyed the world. But then what does the narrator have to do with anything? Well, I suppose the narrator is trying to cause the end of the world then, is that it? But what is system interface, then? Okay, look, there's obviously some more stuff we have to do here. Let's go back to the Lost Woods, the very first area. Surely we can find something
艾希
there.
离开了实验室，他明白，他只需要跟着箭头走，就能找到犹大。比如屠龙广告点击就送，或者你的时间非常值钱啥的。